The new iPhone X, pronounced iPhone 10, looks nothing like any iPhone we're familiar with. It's almost all screen. There's no home button and Touch ID has been replaced with Face ID. But there's a lot more to the iPhone X than meets the eye. Right from the monstrous new A11 chip to the new portrait lighting feature in the cameras. Here are all the best iPhone X features that you should know about. Number 1 is all new design. The iPhone X doesn't look like any other iPhone. The front of the device is almost all screen. There's the infamous notch at the top, but that's it. There's no chin area. No capacitive home button. No Touch ID sensor. There's glass on the back this time. Apple says it's the strongest glass ever put on a smartphone. It has a 7-layered design with a steel sheet infused in there. Number 2 is 5.8-inch OLED display. The front of the device is almost all screen. Apple's calling it a Super Retina display. It's an OLED display, another first for the iPhone, that stretches 5.8 inches diagonally, has a resolution of 2436 x 1125 with a pixel density of 458 ppi. Plus, the display supports True Tone technology, so it will automatically change the color temperature of the screen depending on your surroundings. The iPhone X also supports HDR, including Dolby Vision. This means watching movies and media mastered in HDR will be an amazing experience on the iPhone. Number 3 is A11 Bionic CPU. The new A11 system on chip is an engineering marvel. We've already seen the early benchmarks, and it's an absolute beast. It has a 6-core system, 2 of them are high-powered, and 4 of them are high efficiency. And the high-powered cores are 25% faster than the A10 Fusion chip, 70% for high-efficiency cores. This time Apple has designed its own GPU as well. It's a 3-core system, which is up to 30% faster than A10 Fusion. Number 4 is dual OIS and rear cameras. The rear cameras are placed vertically this time. The telephoto lens gets a smaller f2.8 aperture, and for the first time, the telephoto lens also gets optical image stabilization. Now videos and low-light photos will be much better. The flash has been improved as well. It's now a quad-LED True Tone flash. Number 5 is portrait lighting. The new portrait lighting feature uses the A11 chip to scan the background of the photo in real time. It then isolates the background from the subject. And this time, instead of blurring it, the software provides you with different ways for changing the background light. You can even turn the whole background dark, without affecting the subject. Number 6 is Face ID and True Depth Camera. There's no Touch ID authentication system on the iPhone X. Just look at the iPhone X to unlock the device or to pay with Apple Pay. Everything takes place using the True Depth Camera system in the top notch. There's a flood illuminator, dot projector and an eye camera which works together to authenticate your face. The dot projector matches 30,000 dots on your face. Face ID is designed so that it learns your face. Changing your hairstyle or growing a beard won't trip Face ID. Face ID is designed so that it can't be fooled by photos and even 3D masks. The system works on attention. It will only work when you're actively looking at your device. Number 7 is gesture-based interface. There's no home button on the iPhone X. Instead, there's a bar at the bottom of the screen. Swipe up from the bottom of the screen to unlock the phone or to go back to the home screen. Swipe up and hold a bit to get to the app switcher. To invoke Siri or Apple Pay, use the side button. To bring up the control center, you can swipe down on the right of the status bar, while you can access the lock screen or notification center by swiping down on the left of the status bar. You can swipe down in the middle of the home screen for search. Number 8 is Portrait Mode Selfies. iPhone X is going to take your selfie game to a whole new level. The front-facing shooter is still a 7MP unit. But now that we have true depth system in the notch, it can be used to do some interesting things like depth mapping. This brings portrait mode selfies with depth effect to the iPhone XO, and the portrait lighting feature works here as well. Number 9 is an emoji. Apple has invented its own animated emoji system. They show up as an app in the Messages app. Just hold your iPhone up to your face and the expression you make will be transcribed to the animated emoji. You can send a still to a conversation or record a video as an emoji, along with audio. And the number 10 is wireless charging. Thanks to the new glass back, the iPhone X supports wireless charging. And surprisingly, Apple is using the industry standard this time. Any Q.I wireless charging stand should work with the iPhone. But as this is Apple we are talking about, they are working on a better version of the wireless charging base that will charge the iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods at the same time. The AirPower charging pad won't be available until the next year though. Bonus: better battery life. Thanks to the new OLED display and A11's 4 high-efficiency cores, the iPhone X has 2 hours more battery life than the iPhone 7. Plus the new iPhone X supports fast charging. You can charge it up to 50% in just 30 minutes. The only downside is that you'll need to buy a separate fast charger. Apple's 29W USB-C power adapter is priced at $49. Will you be buying the iPhone X? Just like the iPhone 8, the iPhone X is water and dust resistant. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.